So I saw a post the other day that said if you cross a centaur with a mermaid, there's a 1 in 4 chance that you get a normal human. And I thought it was funny, but then I realized pretty quickly that that couldn't possibly be the case. There has to be something else going on. Because the common time that you get a 1 in 4 ratio of the phenotype that is recessive is with a Mendelian monohybrid cross. But in that case, there are only two different phenotypes. And here we have three. We have human, centaur, and mermaid. And I thought at first that it might be a case of codominance and three different alleles, but then I remembered that hippocampi exist, and they have a horse top and a fish bottom. So then I was thinking, okay, maybe we have two different genes, one controlling the development of the top half, another controlling the development of the bottom half, and maybe they operate a bit like Hox genes in fruit flies. And if those two genes each have three alleles, one for a human, one for a horse, one for a fish, that gives us 36 distinct genotypes that can result in 6 phenotypes: a human, a horse, a fish, a centaur, a mermaid, and a hippocampus. And since the human top is present in 3 of the 6 phenotypes and the fish top is only present in 1, I concluded that the human top must be dominant in the top gene, whereas fish is recessive. But the opposite is also true, where 3 of the phenotypes have a fish bottom, but only 1 has a human bottom. So the fish top must be dominant, or fish bottom must be dominant, and the human bottom must be recessive. I think there also has to be some epistasis going on to prevent either a fish or horse head with a human bottom. And epistasis is when one gene controls or masks the effect from another gene. So assuming all of that is right, there are 9 possible genotypes that will result in a mermaid and 6 that will result in a centaur, giving us 54 possible crosses between a mermaid and a centaur. Of those 54, 9 of them can result in a normal human being born. And in 5 of those 9, you do actually get a 1 in 4 chance of getting a human from crossing a mermaid and a centaur. So the most accurate thing I can say is that a centaur and a mermaid, when crossed, can potentially give a 1 to 4 or 1 out of 4 ratio of normal humans being born, but depending on the genotypes of the parents, you can also end up with a centaur, a mermaid, a hippocampus, a horse, a human, or just a fish.